Oh, hello there. I am Rosie Batista, also known as the Queen of Card Decks, because I help people make card decks to support their business, to support their clients, to have a transformational teaching tool that makes a powerful impact. And I am also a certified Be Connected coach. And that's the capacity that I'm here in today with my lovely co host, Miss Christine. And
Hello,
we're
I'm
here.
Christine.
we're
Hi,
Yeah, you're
I'm
gonna introduce
excited.
yourself and tell us all about you, but I wanna
I
make sure you know that you're in the right place because we're gonna be talking today about the welcome letter and why it's so important to say the right things in the welcome letter. But Christine, share a bit about
absolutely
you.
am Christine Dean, known as the networking diva. I love connecting people to who they want to know, and I play in that space with marketing, especially relationship marketing. So I am really excited about today's topic because building that email, right, to send out and connect with people and get them to get engaged and get involved is a huge thing, right? Otherwise, if they don't start off on the right foot and feeling welcome and wanting to participate, we know what happens, right?
Yeah, and you're so good at that. You definitely are the networking diva in in that connection with people. So you're going to get a lot of value today from, I'm going to give you four concepts, but with your knowledge and your experiences added in, it's going to be boom.
Well,
But
Rosie, whenever we team up, good things happen.
it's been great. But you said something like this is your first touch with a person, the welcome email. They come upon you like in Be Connected. Now we have this beautiful premium content. So it's, they're exchanging some money for your information, but it could be their first time ever seeing you. So the welcome email is really that first real touch from you. So this is your opportunity
Mhm.
to like you got to make it good here. You got to give them what they need here. You got to let them know a little about you here. So because, sending an excellent welcome email is setting the stage for the experience they're going to have with you. And I think you'll agree with this. People need to know that you care about them. They kind of care less about your course. I mean, your course is important, but they care more about knowing that you care about them and setting them up to succeed. So they need to
Absolutely, because
have
when you
that
think
sense.
about it, right, they can take the course from anybody, right? There's somebody else out there that I'm sure is teaching a similar concept. As much as we like to think that we are all the best and the original, and all, there's a lot of teachers they can choose from when they choose a course, right? But they chose you, so this is your chance to really build that rapport with them and build that relationship because nobody wants a one and done, right? They want a relationship they built with somebody so they're coming back again and again to take future courses and other things you've got
Yeah,
going on.
that's such a good point. And I've had the experience, and maybe you have too, is that you bought something and then you're like, okay, now what?
Now
Like
what?
I have no connection. I don't know who the person is. I don't know where to find the stuff. And you're out there in the dark and then you're pissed off. So you don't want to piss anyone off. And this is the first opportunity to like really make your client happy and make them smile, right? So that's what I'm going to share with you is these four steps, four easy, important things that you should include in the welcome email. And the welcome email is one of the things that when you're creating your course inside of the Be Connected premium content, it's one of the things you get to fill out. And this goes for like anything you're doing.
Mhm.
But on Be Connected, there's a place for a welcome email. And if you're saying like, oh my God, I don't know what to write, I'm going to show you these four tips. And Christine's genius magnifying it even better. All right. So let me share.
Do, 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 do.
Okay, there we go. And yep. Okay. So number one, this is where you're going to set up the expectations and help your client understand the value that they're going to get from the course. So here's where you want to reference the name of the course because people got a lot of emails and they might open it up. It says welcome. They're like, welcome to what? Right. So you want
Right.
to say what, and this sounds like so silly, but just because you know what course it is, they might not. So describe the course contents. What are they getting? What are the objectives? and what they can expect to learn. Anything to add to that, Christine, with the
Well,
course
yeah,
overview?
I taught college, and as a former college professor, I will tell you that that course overview is really important, even if they've already signed up. And I taught classes that students had to take, right? They didn't want to take public speaking, they didn't want to take
No.
interpersonal communication, but at least, walking in and feeling like they know what it's about,
Hmm.
right? Then they feel a little less nervous, even if it's something they were like, well, I got to take it, I'm going to do it anyway. But hopefully people are taking your courses because they want to, not because they have to. That makes it a little bit easier. But when we have a clear set of expectations, right now they kind of feel more comfortable because they know what they're walking
Yeah.
into.
Awesome.
So absolutely, that course overview is really important.
Yeah. Really good. All right. So then number two is access instructions, because you want to give them, here's the details of how they're going to access things. And it might seem intuitive to you, but do not ever assume that people can intuit what to do next. So you want to clearly outline how they access the course materials, if there's any login credentials that they need, and any access links that they need.
Absolutely. There's nothing worse than being like, I paid for it. How do I get it?
Yeah,
Right?
it's a
Name
sure
it when
way to pissing
yeah.
someone off for
Oh,
sure.
absolutely, right? And so when you name it, right, that welcome letter, like you said, we make sure it's something in the subject line that has the name of the actual
Mm,
course. I could go along with it. This way they can easily go back. They can do a keyword search
that's
in their
great.
email. I don't know about you, Rosie. How many emails a day do you get?
Oh my God, right. And then you're like, okay, what, like you don't even know what to look for. So that's such a
Yeah.
great point of having it
Yeah.
in the message line, the name of the course. So they know that they can just look that up. Yeah.
Yeah, and they can find it and they can see how to access your information. And some of us, we might procrastinate a bit and we buy something, we go, I'll get to that later. I don't know about you, but I've purchased courses and kind of not gotten around to them for a while.
Yes. Yes. So with that light though, then it's your job to just make it a no-brainer easy. Make it simple
Yes.
and easy, because then they don't associate you with hard. They associate you with simple and easy, and then everyone wants that.
Yes. And then they're more likely to want to get involved, right? Because they're like, oh,
Right.
that was so simple and clear. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm going to like this. Right.
Yeah.
If they start off confused, it's not a good start.
Right. Right. Awesome. So you can see already, like we're only up to number two, but how powerful like one email can be. So number three is support information. Do
Mhm.
not leave people out there alone, because think about times that that's happened to you where you're like, oh, how do I get in touch? There's nobody to get in touch with. There's no number. There's
Mm,
no email. So let the customer know how they can reach out to you for support and assistance during the course. And
oh,
I like to set
absolutely.
up a support at, rosiebatista.com email,
Mhm.
because it's just they already read the word support. They can get in touch with you. You know how to filter those emails for yourself, and your customer feels cared for. So it's a win-win all around. How do
Yeah,
you do that?
absolutely. Yeah, put the contact information. What's your preferred method of communication? Like I literally put my phone number and I said, fastest response, text me. I'm
Oh,
okay
that's
with that.
awesome. Yeah,
Right.
that's really nice.
Whatever your preferred mode of communication is. Cause I was
Mm,
like, I'm always in meetings. Don't call me. You'll never get a hold of me. But if you
I love
text
that.
me, right, I
Yeah,
can get back to you really quick. And I put my
yeah.
link to my profile so they can go friend up with me so they can get to know me
Mm,
outside the classroom too, so maybe we can do some business together, right? So
right.
whatever that is, let them know how to reach out to you. And one of the cool features about Be Connected is having that there's a spot in there in the classes where it says, we've got the home, we've got the meetings and webinars and live shows, but in your back office there's a spot for chat messages that literally says
Mm.
business chat. And that business chat spot is where, the students of the courses and the teachers can talk to each other.
That's
So
amazing.
why not let them know where to find you?
Yeah, that's really amazing. I love that, you said you would rather have someone text you or call
Yeah,
you.
let them
And I
know.
prefer, email, but like you get to
Mhm,
decide what it is, but just
mhm.
make sure you just lay the boundaries out of what it is for you, how you want them, and they'll follow your lead of what you have requested.
Well, and I know when I was teaching college, some students are like, I don't want to bug the teacher. I don't want to. I'm like, I'd
Mm.
rather have you reach out and have me have a 5 minute, conversation with you and get you clarification or send you a resource than to have you struggling, right? I want you to do well. It's the whole reason why you signed up for the course.
Well, this is why you're the networking diva, because this is your superpower in
We
connecting
got
with
to help
people.
people, take them by the hand,
Yeah,
walk
I love
along with
it.
them and give
It's
them a
so
hand.
good. Yeah. And okay. So the number 4 is additional resources. So I love to over deliver
Oh, yeah.
because people remember that, and they remember the experience that you took them on, and it doesn't cost you anything to over deliver. It's really just you doing an excellent job. So
Mhm.
share any supplemental resources, any bonus content, any groups that are connected to, your program, anything that complements the course. And this really, again, is helping you enhance this experience that you're providing. And you can include worksheets, and you can include guides or checklists, or some
Mhm.
kind of bonus content that you say, hey, I'd love for you to have this, going to help you as you go through the course, because then they're like feeling valued and they're feeling cared for. And it's that, over deliver and show you care, like, idea. And and you really just like raising the bar for the delivery of your content.
Absolutely. And really what I've done with my courses is I've actually combined my every single one of my courses is also attached to a group, and I have all my courses attached to that one group so that all of
Mhm.
my students can come to that one group, interact, ask questions, and you never know, they might be like, "Oh, so and so is talking about this class. I don't know that one. I haven't taken that course."
Yeah, that's amazing.
So
Yeah,
when they talk
great idea.
amongst themselves, right,
Yeah,
it helps build that excitement and what other possibilities there are and what other courses you teach that other people might be interested in. Because that
yeah.
business chat is a one-on-one, right? That's just this
Mm.
teacher and the student, and that's one-on-one. But if you have it, all of your courses attached to one group, like I think I have a networking diva tribe or something like that.
Everybody
And
go
so
check out that group.
but that group,
Yeah.
oh, that's only for my peoples that have signed up for
Ah,
my
see?
courses. So all
Okay.
of my paid, students can all frolic together and be friends and network
Yeah,
together
that's
and
really great.
kind of encourage that sense of community.
Yeah,
So it's
really
always
good.
nice to add that element in so they can help each other if they get stuck anywhere, right? I mean,
That's
and
great.
bounce ideas off of each other. So, build that sense of community. Don't just think old school, like, here's my course, here it is, and good luck with it. Run away.
No, and
Go
and
away, leave me alone.
no, and the way to really think about a course is, if somebody think about it, somebody gave you money to get your
Mhm.
information. That's a lifeline to them now. And so now just
Mhm.
keep adding value, 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 and they will be lifelong customers. I have, people that have taken my course, and they're just always showing up at every single thing I do. And I'm like, well, why are you coming back to this again? And they're like, we're always interested in the next thing you do, because I provided such excellent service for their first time. And so they're like, what other good stuff does she have? And so this is so important for setting the stage of how someone's going to view you. It's like what is that? Like when you're on a date, it's the first impression. It is your real first impression. If you screw it up, you're kind of like, you're pretty much in trouble.
Yeah, exactly. And building that rapport, right? Student groupies, however you want to
Mm.
put it, right? I had
Yeah,
students that
that's
were
great.
like, Ms. D, what else do you teach? I'm like, well, I
Yeah,
teach you this, this, and this, and
yeah,
it's great to be that person that can help send them in the right direction for whatever their knowledge base is they're looking for, right? And they build that rapport with you as an instructor, and you can give them other resources that are even outside your scope, right? And send them
yeah,
to, oh, what are you looking for? Oh, you wanted cards. Oh, let me introduce you to Rosie, right?
right,
You know
exactly.
other people in the community, so push them in the right direction to help them
Mm,
access those resources that are going to make them more successful in whatever their goals are. You want to be that go-to resource.
yeah, that's
So this
beautiful.
is your opportunity, the welcome letter.
Yeah,
Let them see how friendly and helpful you can be so they're not afraid to reach out and they know where to go, whether it's within our Be Connected community or
yeah,
the greater world, right?
yeah. So I hope that this helped you to, not be staring at the blank page and saying, what am I going to write? You have the four, the four key
Right.
points to cover, but also you want to do it in, and the reason that I'm not saying here's a template is because you want to do it in your style, in your voice. Like
Mhm.
the way I talk to my people is like, I'm talking one-on-one to one person. I focus it like as if I'm just having this conversation with you, Christine, and not like to a whole group, but just to you. Like I care only about you. And I talk kind of like casual. Some people maybe are more formal. Some people like Christine are more like sparkly. I'm looking at your sparkle
Very important to have
glasses.
sparkles,
Yeah.
the sparkles.
Right. But sparkly in like, how can I help you come to the group? Christine's really like bubbly and so her writing is going to reflect that. So just like make
Right.
sure it reflects your personality.
Right. Anything too formal, I'm like, oh no, no, no.
Yeah, you're right. Exactly.
One thing we didn't really touch on, Rosie, that we probably should also say is there's special, special code words that you can use when you're writing that email. And on the bottom, right, you can insert first name. This way the student will have that personalized
Oh,
note.
right.
Right.
Exactly.
They insert last name if you want. And I tend not to do that, keep things more informal. But, if you want them to connect with you on Be Connected, right? Insert affiliate link here, right? Insert inventory name. Let
Yeah, I
them know
forgot about that.
use all those
Yeah.
little buttons on
Yes.
there, which will customize the letter specifically for you. So don't just do
Yeah.
one generic email. Do
Yeah.
an email set up for each class so
Yeah.
that you really
Thank you
can
for
customize, especially those like the
remembering that.
objectives. I mean, that's going to be custom to each class. So make sure you have an email template created. Every time you create a class, create a custom email template that's specific to that and use those little tools. It just helps personalize it, right?
Yeah.
Everybody likes to see something with their name on
Well,
it, right?
it sets, again, it's that friendly tone for communication and
Mhm.
you establish them as an individual and, it's that personal connection. Like when you hear someone say your name,
Mm.
it's like, I always do this in the supermarket, just a little tip everyone. When anyone has a badge on, I will be like, thank you, Christine. I'll say their name. And it's really fun to watch how they are shocked that someone actually like
Took the
acknowledged
time.
them for their name. So it is really the same thing in the email.
Mhm.
Your take, it's just shows a little extra, that little extra. And that's what you're here to provide as an entrepreneur that's putting up courses and premium content. You're providing a little extra for people. And so take it the whole way, close the loop on everything, make your email, as amazing as your course is. And
Right.
as amazing as you are.
That's right. And let them know your personality, right? And I know when people have seen things are like, and then once they've seen a video of you, right? They have that rapport of you, they started all the way, the experience from the welcome letter all the way through the end. They got the value they wanted, right? Now they're one of your biggest fans,
Yeah.
right? And they're going to tell other people about what you did.
Yeah.
So just
And
take
that's
that extra time to personalize things and just build that rapport with your
Yeah.
students. It makes
Amazing.
all the difference in the world.
Amazing. All right. So this is a great start to your first contact with your client and knowing what to write. And hopefully it was helpful. Let us know. Come into the support group, into the orientation group, ask any questions you want. Either reach out to Christine or myself, and we will be happy to help you even further in, helping you get this all squared away and set up and rocking.
Woot woot. High five. We'll see y'all next time with our next tip. We'll figure out if that's going to be, but I'm sure we have more wisdom coming
We
soon.
have so many
check
ways.
out and follow us.
Yeah. Okay, great. Bye.